It's always fun to look around and see fans singing our Star-Spangled Banner. Getting in the spirit. Should be a good one tonight. Don't go away. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup. Mitchell and Bogdanovich. They're the wings. Rudy Gobert is out there with O'Neal. And it's Conley in at the 1. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Really good to see Harden get nasty on defense. He's got quick instincts and quick hands, and I like how he pilfers it on occasion.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to speak with Quinn Snyder just before the game. We talked about Blake Griffin and how now, later in his career, he presents even more challenges as an assignment. Coach said when he was young, Blake would just destroy you on the inside. Nowadays, though, he's more likely to kill you from 3. We can't fall victim to that. So they'll be looking to get a hand in his face when he shoots from the outside. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
1:46 left in the first quarter.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media.
Whoa, what a finish!
Good. And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim, but the epic throwdown.
Now Conley. Mitchell outside. And they get it. And the pass to Bogdanovich. Just 5 on the clock. Utah needs to get off a shot here. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. The Jazz also changing it up. Derek Favors checked in for Rudy Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Royce O'Neal. And it's Clarkson in for Donovan Mitchell. Conley kicks to Clarkson. They get it back. Favors passes to Clarkson. And here's Bogdanovich. Here's Favors. That's tipped. Harden against Ingles from 11 feet away. Misses off the right iron.
Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
He can't get it to go. And so it's Brooklyn bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll return shortly. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the grind of an NBA season.
How can we be the best version of ourselves individually every day, and how can we bring that together to make a great group? And I think that's the focus every day. That's tough in itself. That's the pressure in itself, is the getting up and being laser focused on what your job is every day. And I think a lot of guys in this locker room know how to muster up that focus to, win basketball games.
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Utah, Favors is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Joe Ingles, and it's Conley in at the point guard. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And entering the league as a complimentary scorer, Bogdanovich put up 20 points a game last year. That was a career high in the 4th straight year that he improved his scoring average.
The Nets making a switch here. Irving's checked in, and Utah also making a switch. Mitchell's checked in. Irving from long range. A rebound by the Jazz.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And another area where Bogdanovich is helping the offense, Greg is doing a better job of creating for others.
I mean, he still has that shoot-first mentality, but now if he doesn't have a clean look, he's much more willing to make the extra pass, and that makes him just that much more valuable to this team.
Dinwiddie against Clarkson. Passes it to Favors. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And Favors, very reliable around the rim, can get it done over either shoulder.
Irving against Mitchell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
I don't know if there's a player in the league that has better handles than Kyrie Irving. As a matter of fact, his handles are as good as any I've seen in the history of the game. Smooth, crafty, cunning. Man, it is so much a joy to watch this guy do his thing.
Here's Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
And you got to clog up those lanes. Mitchell just explodes to the rim when he gets to that launching pad.
And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a 5-point game. And he makes that one.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Clarkson looking for an opening. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
And this is the advantage Clarkson has. I mean, he's a big combo guard and can convert through contact.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game. The Nets making a switch here. Harden's checked in, and Utah with a change here too. Mike Conley's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
That one goes in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And it's good, 2 points. Durant's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, you know, at first glance, you might think Durant has trouble finishing through contact, but think again, folks. I mean, you can't measure desire by body type.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
And Harden with the stuff.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you. James Harden was the man in the first. He had 11 points, 2 rebounds, and 1. And that's a wrap for our halftime show, the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
We've got Irving. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Harden, and it's Griffin in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Irving. Derek Favors checked in for the Jazz. Stolen by Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
You know what the result's going to be when Durant makes a move to the bucket like that. Just a matter of how hard is he going to throw it down.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season. And yet, they did the right thing. And when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And Dinwiddie's subbed in for James Harden. And Utah also making a switch. Clarkson's checked in, and it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Another miss by Utah. Nets leading by 12. It's Brown with the drive. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Clarkson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
As he often does, Clarkson pushing the action, drawing a trip to the line.
The Jazz shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And a switcher also for Utah. Ingles is checked in.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Conley against Dinwiddie. No good on the triple. Jazz trail by 12. Out to Conley. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Clarkson. That shot off. And Brooklyn will come the other way. And that one's good by Favors.
Such determination on the glass. Not boxing out Favors is a huge mistake that you cannot afford to make. You know, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Nets have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for the Jazz. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Clarkson against Dinwiddie. 15 seconds left in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you've got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
Now here's Harden. Fires the three, and the last second attempt doesn't fall.
The defensive focus. That's what Clarkson's coaches want from him. Can he do this consistently, though, is the question.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Right back after this break. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Taking a look at the Jazz. Ingles outside with Favors at power forward. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Mitchell. And it's Gobert in at the 5 roaming the paint. Clarkson with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. Tries again. Gobert trying to get open. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Favors. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Harden kicks to Harris. Pass to Durant. Jacks up a 3. Great D that time from Favors. Jazz trail by 8. And here is Ingles. Kicks it out to Mitchell. From outside, off the mark. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Irving against Clarkson. Irving's shot is good.
Not the best of shot selection there, but you know what? You do not look a gift horse in the mouth.
And the Jazz call time here. They trail by 10. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Royce O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. Bogdanovich comes in for Joe Ingles. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder said to his team. He said, we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. Complete it with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Outside, Green. Back to Irving. Nets passing it around. Fires from deep. Rebound, Utah. .139 left in the fourth quarter. He gets that one.
Nice counter move by Clarkson. The defense plays him to take it to the rack. He floats one in on him instead.
And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Mitchell is double. Outside, Bogdanovich. The tray. And it's James Harden with the rebound.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Beyond the arc. Good. And Harris gets the assist. And the Nets lead by 13.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Nets.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage, plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for James Harden.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. Here's Niang. 20 seconds left in the game. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Here's Jordan. Pass to Luau. On the wing, Johnson. Lets it go from deep. Luau's shot is off. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kyrie. Nice win tonight. What was your thought process coming into the game?
You know, I was just going out there trying to compete on every play, trying to play as much defense as possible. You know, just sticking to our game plan. We had a game plan going in, and we executed.
Got it done at both ends of the floor, Kyrie. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. See you later.